Right now, we are with Norma. She has her bling baseball cap today. I'm a little muffled because of my cubreboca, mouth mask, mouth cover. But but I will lift it only when I am talking to you. This is just a typical day. Oh, let's go over here. Let's say hello. Vamos a saludar a Sergio. Si no está, no está. I come here a lot for little fruit drinks. Watch out for the step. Saludos, Sergio. Hola. Estamos caminando con mi cámara de video. Salúdame. Gracias. Luego.
¿Tú eres artista?
Sí, actor, director. Sí, productor. Tengo una obra que se llama El Convenio González.
Wow.
En el Museo de la Ciudad. A las 8:30.
Ah, yo trabajo en
Y los viernes
Oh,
se
sí.
llama Simio de Casa.
Ah, está muy interesante.
Sí.
Es Sergio.
Ayer lo estrenamos.
Ok.
¿Y los miércoles no?
No, ahorita no. Ahorita los miércoles no.
Es que son mis días de descanso.
Ah, bueno.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Gracias.
Adiós.
¿Cómo se ríe?
Vale la pena. No. Always nice to see Sergio. Well, we had a nice breakfast. We had a nice breakfast at Norma's place, and now we are going to take a walk. I'll explain as we go. I know you've seen this street 1,000 times, but it's just a little different today because I'm using a different camera. My better action camera is best for this sort of thing. And Norma's making fun of me, so I'm going to stay ahead of her so she doesn't get a picture of me being silly. There's my cowboy shop. I like to go to that.
No me lo dejaste poner,
Hola, ¿cómo están? Una pregunta. ¿Les gustan los perritos? ¿Les gustan los perritos?
Sí, pero bueno, yo no puedo tener animales en mi
Les
casa.
estamos dando en adopción, estamos ayudando a los perritos de la calle. No sé si gustarían ayudarme.
Ok.
Perdón, por el cubrebocas, ¿verdad?
Me encantaría, pero no tengo dónde.
No estamos dando adopción, nos estamos ayudando de la calle.
Ah, ok, ya entendí.
¿Sí? ¿Cómo les ayudarme?
Ahorita, gracias. Hola, chico, buenas tardes.
We come here a lot. I come with various friends for coffee or a meal at the Casa de la Marquesa. Lots of little shops for snacks and a quick meal. We do that a lot also. I explore almost everything. There's a neat little India exotics store. Lots, oh, love the fragrances and incense. Para las chicas.
Para mí.
This inner part of Querétaro is lots of food. Okay. We are going in there. So I'm going to stop the camera. Ahí está. This is Saturday, October 31st, Halloween. Oh, look at the pretty little white building. It's a really nice fabric shop upstairs, and I think it's 2 stories or three floors. I don't know. Look, everybody asks if there are gays in Querétaro. Well, there's a couple. Yeah, you see it all the time. No big deal. And on that subject, I think there are 5 or 6 gay clubs, gay nightclubs, dance clubs. I guess there's a difference between bar and dance club. I always like coming by here because of the motorcycles. The motorcycles here are interesting. Today, instead of going up, what is that street? ¿Cómo se llama? La calle? Oh, she forgot. Cinco de Mayo. We are going this way instead. There's a big car park under this fountain plaza ahead of us. I think it's like 4 stories deep, 4 levels. And I have been there with friends, but never on my own. I should practice someday. This is Saturday morning. Es que necesito cambiar la vista. ¿Entiendes? Porque si están por varios segundos,
Sí.
la vista está entrenado en esas formas, no en esta. ¿Entiendes?
Sí, porque baja así.
Ajá. Es el foco, es el punto de interés, no esto.
Ajá.
Let me climb up here. The fountain has been off for a long time. I don't know why. No, no, porque no está prendida.
¿Quieres tocar?
Todo el verano, un año. Bueno, desde febrero. You know, all of the fountains in the city are turned on except this one. I don't know if it's under maintenance. Some problem. Here you have las bicis de renta. Crow bici, because bicicleta is bicycle. Bici. Oh yeah, yeah. And now what happens is that you are able with a membership to unlock a certain number electronically. Digitally you unhook it. And that's how it works. It's very automatic, well, digitally controlled. Oh look, they have our street almost finished. Cars are on the street. Remember the video I have taken of this street all torn apart? And I showed you video of how they were reassembling it or reblocking it. And the tubes down there, you see? That was part of the draining system and the new electricals and so on that went, I think it went for 6 blocks, but I'm guessing, I don't know, I think it was at least 6 up to this point. Well, that's what we have in the United States also. If you're with a friend or you're 3 abreast, they just stay that way. And they forget that there are people behind or in front. I like this street because of its variety of interesting clothing stores and just a multitude of variety. Oh, there are the dogs. What do they call that? Oh, help me think of that, the dogs. Los perros, ¿cómo se llama?
Cuidado con el perro.
Oh yeah, the chain of clothing chain is called Cuidado con los perros. That's the name of it. Be careful of the dogs.
En 20 pesos.
Shoe stores. My goodness. Yo voy primero. In case you're wondering, I'm wearing my camera on a chest harness, a body harness, so that is much more stable in terms of me moving around. It just adjusts to my stride and to my pace, and I don't have to worry about uppy downy crazy stuff. Here is, well, never mind. I don't know. An interesting little pizza shop here that I like to come to. It has just a lot of bargains. They have a specialty of the day, and with a drink it might be, I don't know, $1. I don't remember. Not even that. One there. Oh, this is so good. There she is custom embroidering a cap, baseball cap, or a face mask. I don't know. What is this, Norma? Oh, it's like a papeleria or candy combination of stuff. A jewelry store. Pretty little shop. Shoes again. I think Querétaro has something like 29,000 shoe stores. It's a nice place. There's a Tuxedo Shop. I see. Oh, here's my favorite shirt shop. I need this jacket. There's a jacket in here I need. I'm coming back for it. I don't know when, but I'll come back. Here's a really huge shoe store. I don't think I've ever been in this one. Now this street we're on here leads to my house in a fashion. Not exactly, because this is coming one way. But we're gonna go this way now. We're on the street called Saragosa, and that is known as, I call it one of the parallels that go east and west across the city. Slightly south part of the city. And to describe it a little better, I sometimes call Saragosa the street that divides the modern on the left and the old colonial district on the right. So it is a kind of demarcation street, more or less straight. It goes directly to the aqueduct, if you can remember that, kind of position that in your heads. This going behind me, the other direction, east, would take you directly down the street alongside the aqueduct, and then back up into the hills known as Millennial Trace. So let's just keep going. I'm going to turn this way and show you just a bit of that street. And there's the Impala Hotel. And actually, I really like the left side of the street. It's very modern. I don't know if you can see from here, probably not. It has modern construction. And by that I mean probably built in the 30s, 40s, sometime this past century. Whereas everything on this side is probably 400 years old. So you wonder why? Well, probably because there was a decision made years ago when they widened this street to make it a thoroughfare. It's like a 6-lane slow crawl across town. They made the decision that everything to the south of it would just be taken down. There was little value probably to the architecture, and so it was that was decided. So we lost everything old on the left. Probably not a lot. I'm gonna put my mask back on and we'll just walk, and you can see things with me. Norma is here slightly to the side and behind me. So just as a reminder, what you're seeing on this side is part of the old city for the most part. There's a school here which doesn't quite match the centuries old architecture behind it, but so it is an exception. Should we cross the street? Cruzamos? Oh, allá. Okay. I was with a friend here the other day. We were on the south side of this street and I noticed bicycle shops everywhere. I counted 10. I counted 10 bike shops. She has her red shoes. No, okay, right now I'm gonna follow her. Porque esta calle fue feo.
Sí.
Yo quiero una más típica. Okay, I was just telling Norma, last street we were on there was kind of a atypical street. I'm going to come here a little farther. We were going to cross the street, but I said, no, let's go a little farther here. And the reason is I wanted to show you a street that's far more typical here along Saragosa, which is many miles. And so this is a much more interesting, much prettier kind of place. It is busy with people because we have bus stops along the way. Just a lot of, oh, he's bought a toy for his little boy. Oh, well. You'll notice a variety of buses here in the city because Harley. We don't have a lot of Harleys in Querétaro, and I am extremely thankful for that. But we see an awful lot of buses which cater to a certain destination. In addition to the regular city routes, which is probably going to be called Crobus, Q-R-O-B-U-S for Querétaro bus, then there are the others which might have a kind of specific route to a little town outside the city, perhaps a particular colonia within the city. And they are all ages. You're not going to see everything new, but a lot are. If you can see across the street, I guess it would be impossible to see it, but that happens to be a bank plaza. There is this electric store. But that whole little plaza and a parking lot underneath is just for banks, which is nice. Sus zapatos. Rico menudo, pozole. Rojo.
Rojo, pero todo rojo. No, verde.
Cruzamos.
No, verde.
No, cruzamos. a normal day, you can just run across. When I drive through here, I notice a lot of people pedestrians just race across anyway. And I have done that. ¿Ahorita? Allá. No. Sí. Sí. No.
Sí. No te vayas, que me vayan a apachurrar.
Okay.
Ya casi.
It always seems to me that the red lights here are exceedingly long. But maybe I'm wrong. Depends on which side of the green light you are. If it's red, it's too long. If it's green, it's too short.
¿Para dónde quieres caminar?
Now, if I could call your attention to something, my friends back in my old hometown, I want you to imagine just for a split second the last time you walked down any street to get anywhere. No, you got in your car, you got into a big parking lot, you got out, and you were done. And you didn't see anybody walking, not even one person. Never. There are sidewalks, there are parking lots, but nobody walks anyplace. Nobody. Now remember what I said about the old side of the street and the new? Well, over there you see the old wall around Santa Rosa Church. That would have been on the convent side of the church. And so that is exactly up against Saragosa. You know, if we walk far enough, we're gonna see this really nice big bakery that I love, that I have always wanted to see. I haven't ever been able to stop. I've walked beside it. Now this is also the bicycle zone. The other day I was by here with Beto and I counted 10 bicycle stores. and I saw 5 that I wanted. Just by not even studying it, I found 5 that I wanted. Watch out for steps, irregularities, and holes in the sidewalk. I have been really lucky to not kill myself on these old cantera blocks. You can see that they've been here a long time. ¿A dónde vamos?
Pues ya llegamos a la esquina de Ezequiel Montes. Rumbo a...
You think so?
a donde
Es
está
buena idea?
Pues es donde está Santa Rosa de Querétaro.
Oh. Una mueblería. You just learned a new word,
Saludos a la
and
cámara.
I don't have to tell you what it meant. I love to have that horn on my car. Ese claxon para mi carro. Muévete, cabrón. Dirt, 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 dirt. ¿Qué piensas? ¿A dónde? Más interesante.
Más interesante.
Which direction is most interesting according
Que
to
haya mucha gente más.
according to la norma? Cruzamos aquí. ¿Ahorita?
Pues yo creo que sí. Así. Casi nos aplasta. ¡Corre!
It's red. Okay. Tranquilate. Touch the stone. Touch the stone. Wow, look at this big bus. Wow. And this looks into the convent gardens here at Santa Rosa de Viterbo. Norma, what are you doing? Nice to find you here. What a coincidence to see you sitting here. Well, let's go.
Let's go.
This is one of the water tanks used as a freshwater source for the people that lived here going back to 1700s. It was finished, well, the aqueduct was finished in 1735, and then slowly these various fuentes or water boxes, fountains, were finished around this city. I've seen many of them. I don't know, maybe I've seen 25. This sign says, it doesn't say, I was hoping it would give a year, but you know, those things were never considered important at the time, so a permanent record of this construction wasn't never kept. So we just have to use guesswork. And because this is so far from the aqueduct, we have to assume that it was, you know, might have been decades later. I don't think anything was here when this church was built. It was considered sort of country out in the, this was kind of farmland, according to pictures I have seen.